Hey, everybody. Oops, here we go. Hey, everybody. How are you doing this morning, this afternoon? 3 p.m. It's that time that everyone's just about ready to be done with work. Um, Manic Monday's over. You're thinking about hump day. So, what are we talking about today? I know I pushed out all the memes and all the GIFs about the debt ceiling. So, if you're watching this live, if you could drop me a hashtag live. If you're watching it on repeat, hashtag repeat. Maybe a hashtag value if this is a topic that you found valuable, or a hashtag nuts or a hashtag Mad Max if that's how you feel about this topic. So, 79. Why is that number significant? Because this is the 79th time since 1960 Congress has acted to permanently raise, temporarily extend, or revise the definition of the debt limit, with 22 of those times being from 1997 to 2022. So this is nothing new. And while some fearmongers like to stir the pot and depict this as the harbinger of societal collapse, it's not. And as a Fed, though, it has some implications for retirement planning, especially if 2021 repeats itself, when there was a market loss of 15% and Standard & Poor's lowered the U.S.'s AAA credit rating. Those are some pretty scary economic factors. But right now, we're in a limbo space where the Treasury Secretary has enacted extraordinary measures to keep the government funded. So, what does extraordinary measures even mean? It means, once again, the Treasury Secretary has allowed the government to stop reinvesting in the TSBG fund and some other federal retirement funds. And to note, as of the end of November 2022, the G Fund held nearly $300 billion of TSP investor assets. That's about 40% of the total TSP monies, and a lot of money for the government to fund itself. So, what does this Treasury Secretary even mean by saying not reinvesting? What happens is they take the money off the books as owed money to retirees. So it frees up the money for the government to use. Yes, some fancy accounting there, but don't worry. Current retirees during extraordinary measures, even on paper, if it looks like they don't owe you your retirement, you still get paid. Yes, frustrating. Because who thinks when they raise their hand to serve in the federal government and protect the Constitution, protecting the Constitution also means agreeing that your retirement could be used as a slush fund to fund the government when they couldn't get their act together? Well, they've been playing these games since 1960, so maybe homework should have been done. I know I didn't do mine. So this brings up another interesting question. Why is 40% of the TSP in the G Fund anyway? Because it's the safest place to put your money if you don't want to be subject to market loss. You're getting close to that sweet, sweet retirement day, and you don't want your money to get lost in the next market crash. You remember the tech bubble of 2000, the real estate bubble of 2008, and you really don't want your money to go poof in the next bubble. So, why is it important to protect that money? Because it takes a much bigger gain over 3 years to get that money back. Historically, a 20% market loss means that it takes about a 25% market gain over 3 years to get your lost money back. Never mind a profit, and that's for people who are still investing in their retirement plans. So let's talk about another group of people. It's even more important for people drawing on their retirement to have their money in a safe place. Historically, a 20% market loss for people taking 4% income out of their retirement, the recommended amount, it takes them a 42% gain over 3 years to recover, meaning that most likely they will not recover. So they move their money out of the market into the G fund to make sure their comfortable lifestyle does not turn into the ramen lifestyle they maintained in college or at the start of their federal career. There is good news. The government has till about August to get their act together, and 2024 is an election year. So no party wants to be blamed for societal collapse or a repeat of 2011 that caused a 15% loss to the S&P 500 and a decrease to the US's AAA credit rating. So we've got that going for us. So while this is all great banter for the talking heads and me on this live, we should be okay. But it's definitely a topic to follow. And who knows, maybe Rohit Kumar was right in 2011 when he carried around his binder that said buy gold on the front whenever he went into meetings about the debt ceiling back then. So till next week, my federal friends and Ashley, who I see is on with us. And until then, leave me some comments about what you think about the topic. And leave me some comments about topics you'd like me to cover in the future. I'll do some research and get back to you on it. So anyway, I wish you the best of Tuesdays, and may all your Taco Tuesday dreams come true today. All right. See you next week.